Yung depression, gawa-gawa lang ng mga tao yan. Gawa nila sa sarili nila.
Oo, dinidepress nyo lang yung sarili nyo. Tapos,
There are stories written here, struggles that stay hidden in silence, lives that quietly fade. But today, we choose to listen.
Ang programang ito ay rated SPG. Striktong patnubay at gabay ng magulang ang kailangan. Maaaring may masiselang tema, lengguwahe, karahasan, sexual, horror o droga na hindi angkop sa mga bata.
Suicide, death. These words are often avoided in our daily conversation. But these words are people, family, friends, neighbors, who carry pain always that we don't see. In this video, we talk to different people about how they truly feel, believe, and experience. Because talking about death is not about giving up, but it is about opening the door to healing.
We ask people from all walks of life, students, workers, elders, to speak honestly and from the heart.
Good afternoon, Sir John. So, I am Rohaima from BSN 2C. My first question for you is, what comes to your mind when you hear the word suicide?
Okay, so suicide is a very crucial and very sensitive topic nga ginadiscuss nato karon, and suicide mostly mo jud siya ang mga kanang ginatawag na siya nga, mga death like personal nga ilahang interest nga gusto sila nga i-end ilang life or unsa ba.
So, why do you think people are afraid to talk about mental health and death?
Okay, so for me, people are afraid to talk about their mental health because we have this stereotype or stigma in our environment, in our community, where they think if you are talking about your mental health, you are being viewed as a weak person, or unsa ba nga lang ngano ingana man na siya, weak ba kaya niya tungod sa yang kay discuss sa iyang mental. That's why people, especially the young people, are afraid to share about their mental health.
And for the last question, what would you say to someone who feels hopeless today?
I would say for someone who feel hopeless today, I just want to say that whatever comes your way in your life, it's just a stepping stone for you to become a better person, to become a better to yourself, and also the most important thing is always communicate with God, pray, read the Bible. That's all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So we have here with Sir Napoleon. Good afternoon, sir. Our first question, sir, is what comes to your mind when you hear the word suicide?
Well, actually, it's a common instinct nowadays anywhere in the world.
Then the next question, sir, is why do you think people are afraid to talk about mental health and death?
Well, sometimes the common factors about suicide, people who no longer hold back their problems, and there is no other option based on their what they understood about to solving the problem is suicide. So the common factors of suicide when they are in desperation, they are depression, disappointments, and especially in terms of the love affairs like that. And I think there are several factors, but those are only the common factors of suicide. People doing like that to solve the problem.
Yes. For the last question, sir, is what would you say to someone who feels hopeless today? Any message?
Well, I think you must obtain the spirit of positive thinking. Always be positive mental attitude so that you can solve the problem. Just be whatever will be, will be. Do not attempt suicide because that is also a sin, and that is you are giving problems to your parents or to your loved ones like that.
Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, Sir Naga.
Good afternoon.
Sir, first question po is, what comes to your mind when you hear the word suicide?
It comes to my mind, suicide is somewhat very alarming because when we say suicide, it's not really normal because when you love yourself, you cannot do it by yourself by doing suicide. And suicide is a part of a life that has no value at all when you make suicide.
So, sir, why do you think people are afraid to talk about their mental health and death?
Mental health in the sense they're afraid of it. Maybe some people would say, parang ano na ito, may problema na sa pag-iisip. So something which people cannot accept, especially, and that is why they just hid it. When time comes, hindi na nila kaya. It comes to depression, then going something to suicide.
Yes. For you, sir, do you think suicide is a sin, an illness, or something else?
Yeah, in a biblical perspective, suicide is really a sin because killing yourself is also a sin. Because the Bible says, thou shalt not kill. Then you kill yourself and that is a sin. And in fact, there's one person in the Bible that says he commits suicide because of he cannot bear anymore the conscience, the mental health.
And for the last question, sir, is what would you say to someone who feels hopeless today?
Okay, to someone who felt hopeless today, remember that yourself is really valuable.
Yes.
You are alone in this world.
Yes.
Nag-iisa ka, wala ng ibang tao ang kakatulad mo. Even twins are not really, they're identical in self, but spiritually, yourself, it's not really identical. Value yourself.
Thank you so much, Pastor.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
According to World Health Organization, over 700,000 people die by suicide every year. In the Philippines, stigma still surrounds mental illness. Many are afraid to seek help. In Iligan, story remains unspoken but not unheard.
So, para sa akin ng suicide, pag naririnig ko is yung taong nag-suffer in pain and feeling lost. So, kaya siya nag-suicide.
He commits suicide because he or she feels that no one supports her or even comforts her.
Usually, tahimik lang sila pero yung sa loob nila ang ingay-ingay.
People who commit suicide or their suicidal thoughts, they just want to end the unbearable pain. It's pure chaos.
Para sa akin, ang suicide ay parang murder dahil para ka rin unti-unting pinapatay ng nararamdaman mo.
Suicide is when a person end their own life because they feel unbearable pain.
For me, when I hear suicide, my instant thoughts is that the person who committed suicide is hopeless and they don't find another way to get out of their problems but to kill themselves, discouraged and lost.
Pain may live in silence, but healing grows in understanding. We are all part of the solution.